Today's video, I'm going to be sharing 5 ways you can get a job in the UK with no experience. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, my name is Precious. On this channel, I help you understand that family relationship is a work in progress through my videos. If you like my video, you enjoy my video, I would like you to please press the subscribe button and the notification bell. And also, thank you so much to all my returning subscribers. So when I moved to the UK, I was just a fresh graduate. I didn't know anything. I've not really worked for anybody per se, apart from obviously my internship that I did not have experience on anything, and for me I felt like, oh my god, how am I going to get a job? New graduate, no experience, how am I going to get a job? And I've just moved to the UK. What do I do in terms of getting a job? Because I've always heard if you move to the UK you need to get experience. Even if it's sweeping, you need to have it. They will ask you for experience for sweeping. Even if it's the high or job, they will ask you for experience. So a lot of you are planning to move to the UK, and some people are planning to come with their families and all of that. And I see people asking me, oh Precious, what, I don't have experience. I have experience in this, and I know in the UK they require certain types of experience. And I'm thinking, when Precious moved to the UK, Precious did not have any experience. And I know a lot of people that moved to the UK with no experience of the type of job that is required for the UK and market and all of that. But I can tell you that there are 5 ways. Like I said, there are ways that you can get around these things. Precious is here to give you the clue. So what are the ways, what are the things that you can do for you to get a job without experience? What are the things that you can do? Without further ado, let's just get talking. So the first thing you want to be looking for as soon as you move to the UK, you know you don't have experience, one of the things that you can do is you can look for internship and apprenticeship, right? Internship and apprenticeship. So this is basically a job, especially if it's a kind of job that you like. Is a job that you go in from the entry level of the job, where you're going to be paid not as high as the normal people, but obviously you're learning in the job. You don't require any experience. So fortunately, I was one of the people last year, or when I was pregnant with Naomi, that I had to start working from home when I was 28 weeks. One of the things I did while I was working from home was I was part of an interview panel. I was interviewing people who are coming into this role of internship and apprenticeship, and I can tell you that a lot of them they don't have experience. What they were looking for wasn't their experience. What they were looking for was just basically their people's at what they can offer, how they can relate with people, what kind of attitude they have, the attitude towards job, attitude towards other people. So they try to ask questions just to bring out some just to hear how you will react. And that's why when they are doing interviews for apprenticeship, they do things like scenario based questions, or they do things like role play, so that they'll be able to know how you will react in certain situations. So apprenticeship and internship are the jobs that you'll be looking out for. And I tell you what, is a lot of people go for this job, even people that have experience in other areas, okay, but they want to switch into a different area. So what they tend to do is go into the place as an apprentice, and by the time you're there, you're learning in the job basically. So they're going to teach you. Let me tell you something, in the UK, every job that you apply for, you're going to get training. If you be experienced in the job, you will still have at least an in-house training, because every job, even if they have a way of doing things, every organization have a specific way of doing things in their own organization. So you're going to be trained. So apprenticeship or internship is one way that you can apply for job, or is one way you can get experience, get a job, get experience. Then you can now start exploring other aspects. One thing about apprenticeship is that while in that job, they are paying you, you're gathering experience, and opportunities can open while in that job, and you can apply for it. It happens a lot. I can't tell you how many times people come to my place of work as apprentice, and by the time they finish whatever they are doing, there is an opening, they apply for the job, because employers would rather employ someone they know than going to employ somebody that has a massive CV that they don't really know if they can actually do the job. So when you move to the UK with no experience, don't worry. You can just get an apprentice job and they don't need experience. They're not asking you for experience. All they just want is an attitude, the positive attitude towards work. That's all they need. Another way you can get a job without experience is you need to start volunteering. Okay, volunteering in the UK is a big thing. You can volunteer anywhere, at church. I remember when I moved to the UK, the first job I got, one of the skill I got was from volunteering. Okay, I was volunteering in church. I was doing a lot of things in church, and when my pastor had to write my reference for me, like character reference, he wrote the things I did in church. So volunteering, not just in church, you can volunteer in places of work. Even a lot of people who come to the UK want to work in the NHS, want to work in government kind of related roles. Call them on the phone and say, are there opportunities just to volunteer? That's one thing people don't do. I remember when I moved to the UK newly, right? And I was just like, guys, boredom will make you start looking for a job. If you move into the UK like, okay, I don't want to work, I just want to be a stay-at-home, you'll be bored. And boredom will make you start looking for a job. So when I moved to the UK, and I was like, okay, let me just stay a little bit, man. 2-3 days I was bored. Nobody told me. I picked up my phone, went online. I started calling, making calls. Is there anything? Is there anything? In fact, one of the days I was coming back from the shop, I was just carrying my shopping. I saw one kind of a hotel right around there, where we live. I went into the hotel and I said, there any job here? Precious, honestly, I was so ready to get a job. So you can go and volunteer. So what is volunteering? Volunteering is where you go. For example, you want to be a nurse, right? Your aim is to become a nurse. When you move to the UK, you go on NHS website, you will see jobs, you will see like volunteering. All you just need is to volunteer in the area where you're looking at progressing into. That is all you need. And while you're volunteering, you're learning skills, you're acquiring skills, you're getting experience in those areas. Currently where I work, right, there are some, every now and then I see like older women, like in their 60s, in their 70s, walking around wearing this kind of cancer research UK, and they are volunteers. Sometimes they write volunteers on their uniform. They are just volunteers. They are just there. They may not have any experience in terms of looking after cancer patients and all of that, but they just maybe there to like say nice things to them or direct them to the next area, or they are supposed to be having an appointment. Just do one thing or the other. If you come to the UK, you don't have experience. Volunteering should be, as soon as you land on your laptop, start looking for companies. Bear in mind that they are not going to ask volunteers should come. All you need to do is go find the company you want to work, take their number, call them and say, do you have any opportunity for volunteers to come? There is a chance that you're going to find. And by the time you get into that company volunteering, are you telling me that the skills that you acquire, the things that you're going to learn in that company, if any job comes up that matches your skill, that they will not employ you after you've worked for them for free? No. So volunteering is one way that you can acquire skill, you can acquire experience, and also get a job. Another thing that as well employers look for is that when they ask you, what have you been doing, why are you not in work, you say you've been volunteering. It's a good thing. It's a plus. Employers don't like you to just have a gap on your CV with nothing. They would rather either, okay, you took a break from career, you're having a baby, or you're volunteering, or you something, but for you to just say you're not doing anything, employers don't like that. So volunteering is one thing that you want to look into when you move to the UK. Another thing as well that you want to do that will help you in terms of getting a job is build your network. Build your network. This is very, very important. If you're moving to the UK, I live in Leeds, you're moving to the UK, you're moving anywhere around me, I don't mind you messaging me. Message me on Facebook, Instagram, ask me questions. If I have the answer, I am not the type that hoard information. I will tell you what the answer, I will answer you based on my knowledge. And if I don't have the answer, I will probably refer you to one thing or the other for you to read up and get your answers. Message me. When you move to the UK, your network is very, very important. Let me tell you something people don't know. In this country, United Kingdom, recommendation still happens. Do you know what that thing that people say Imam Mado happens? People still get job just by mere recommendation. If, for example, you're someone that I know, right? You're a subscriber, I know you. I know that you worked in Nigeria and you did this, you did that, or you worked, let's say, anywhere in the world, you did this, you did that, and you come to a place. The job that I have now, the current job that I have now, I got it by my colleague or my family friend messaging me to say, Precious, there is a job opening here, come and apply. Although you still need to have your experience and all of that, but that layer of, they've actually taken you one step further. Because if someone recommends you, what that thing means is that they know you. You may not have experience. I have recommended someone, I have recommended people that moved to the UK and they did not have experience. I have recommended them for a job and they got the job. It's not because and some jobs, right, they just want to see your attitude. They just want to know the kind of attitude you have. And don't forget that some skills are transferable. The skill you have in Nigeria now, it can be transferable to a different job that you're applying for in the UK. So build your network. When you come to the UK, build your network, speak to people, ask questions, interact with people. When you go to a church that's, for example, I'm a Christian, so I'm going to talk based on as a Christian. You go to a church, introduce yourself to people, join groups for fellowships that people that are just moving to the UK. Ask questions. You will be surprised that somebody might recommend something to you. You can just say, you know what, these are my skills. I remember just talking to somebody the other day and the person was just telling me that about their skills and about the kind of job they are looking for. Even if I did not have a job to give to the person, there are some things I told the person was like, oh wow, I didn't know that this was what I needed to do. I need to do this, I need to do that. So speaking to people is very, very important, especially people that have been in the UK, people that are here. They are going to help you. So what I'm trying to say is that build your network, expand your network, ask questions. Recommendations still happen. Things still happen underground. I've gotten a job from recommendation. I know friends and families that have gotten a job by them being recommended and they got the job. So build your network. Recommendation still happens in the UK. Another thing as well that you can do when it comes to looking for a job without experience is that everybody has a skill. I personally believe that everybody has a skill. Okay, if you're a mom and you have kids, looking after children is a skill. Everything is a skill. It's just packaging. And this is why speaking to people is very, very important. Emphasize on the skills that you have. If you think you don't have any skill, go and ask your partner. Just say to your partner, honey, what do you think I'm very good at? What are the things you think I do very, very well? Your partner is going to tell you, oh, you're very meticulous, you have good attention to detail, oh, you speak really well, oh, you're very clean, oh, you like people. By the time they start telling you all of that, you just go sit down on your laptop and start expanding on the things that they've told you. And by the time you expand on those things they've told you, you can now start looking for a job based on the skills that they've told you, based on the things that they've told you that you're good at. If you're someone who talks very well, right, and you want to go to, you're looking for a job, you can get a job in customer service. If you have that very good way of communicating, you're very kind, you have a way of speaking to people and they'll just be calm and they'll just be listening to you, you know how to sell products and all of that. Customers, that's the skill you need for customer service, basically. And when people tell me in terms of looking for job in the healthcare sector, let's say care and all of that, people say, I've never done care before. You looked after your grandmother, you looked after your grandfather, you looked after your baby in the house. Well, that is care now. What else do you think care is? Care is looking after somebody. If you can look after yourself, you can look after your family, you look after your parents. That is what care is all about. And don't forget that every job that you get, you're going to get trained. There's always an in-house training for every job in this country. I know that no employer is just going to employ you and throw you just there at the deep end. They would want to help you at least gradually get into the job, gradually get into the way the job is before they will leave you. Because if anything happens to you while on that job, they've not trained you, they've not told you what you're supposed to be doing. So bear that in mind that in the UK, your experience is okay, but people are still going to train you. That employer is still going to train you in your job. So the skills that you have, because a lot of people feel they don't have skill. I know that you have skill. I personally know. How are you? If you think you don't have skill, call me, message me, then I will just need to speak to you a few times, and I will tell you the skills that you have. So the skills that you have, emphasize on it. Try to work on those skills, watch videos, improve on those skills, and apply for jobs based on the skills that you have. Another thing as well, you need to target realistic roles. A lot of people move to the UK and they have a particular kind of job that they want to do in their head, which is fantastic because you've planned it. But do you have the skills? Do you have even if you do have the skills for it, is that the job that you can get like straight away? Another thing as well is that if you move to the UK, do you want to get a job straight away? Do you want to get a job later and all of that? It depends on what you want. If you want to get a job straight away, there are jobs that you can get straight away with no skill, basically. Okay, and you need to target those particular kind of job. If it's a particular kind of job that you want and you don't have the skill for it, then you need to target it. How do you target it? Start developing skills, start volunteering, apprenticeship, internship, things that you can do for free. Go online, watch videos, do things, ask questions. Then for that specific role that you want, then if you give yourself 3 months to do these things that I've just said, you will be ready to apply for a job. So when you move into the UK, you're telling yourself, oh, I need to be a nurse, I need to be a doctor, I need to be in IT. It's not true. In this our UK that we live, so right, there are jobs for any class of people that you want. You may get a job that may not necessarily be the job that you want, which a lot of people have done. You move to the UK, you start with a particular kind of job, then you progress into your career. For me, when I moved to the UK, I didn't get the job that I have now, right? I just wanted a job. I wanted to get out of the house. I cannot stay in the house and just be watching TV and all of that. I needed a job. So I applied and I got the job that I wanted. I just got a job. I just want job and I applied for it. While I was in that job, I was doing my registration, okay? I was applying for my registration, processing all my registration and all of that. In fact, before I got my registration processed and approved, I already got a job that was just waiting for me to my registration to be approved. So by the time my registration was approved, I already had a job based on my qualification. So that's why you need to, and let me tell you something. The thing about having a job in the UK is that any job that you have prepares you for another job. The worst thing you want to do is to stay at home and not do anything. But any job that you have, that's if you're someone that wants to have a job, that wants to be working, any job that you have prepares you for another job, prepares you for another job, prepares you for another job. You're building skills, and your skills you're building, you're transferring it. So that's why I'm saying that I came to the UK, I did not have any experience. I'm telling you, even my job that I got now in my career, the experience that I used was experience from my internship, from my IT. So I'm just telling you the reality of things. This is reality. This is me telling you I live in the UK and I've been here for over 10 years, and this is the reality of life. Come to the UK with no experience, there are ways around it, and I've listed 5 ways that you can get a job with no experience. You can build your skill, you can do stuff, and at the end of the day you will get a job. Expect more videos on how to prepare yourself to get a job. Expect more videos about families living in the UK. And if you have any questions about the videos I've made, you have any question in terms of building your skill, in terms of getting experience to get a job, let me know in the comment section. But I tell you what, don't mind what people say that if you don't have experience you cannot get a job. There are ways around it, and I've listed 5 ways that you can get a job with no experience. Thank you so much for watching this video. Be grateful, be positive, and be yourself. See you on my next video. Bye for now.